Opportunity, everyone. My name is Keith Chasson. I'm going to be your host tonight, and we're going to get things kicked off in just a minute. So while we're finishing getting everything set up, if you don't mind, in the chat area, just kind of comment where you're tuning in from. I always like to see that and see where people are coming in from. All right. Let me take care of something real quick. Oh, Perth, Western Australia. Good to see you. Kevin David, High River, Alberta, Canada. Yes, welcome everyone. All right, just give me a couple minutes and we're going to kind of kick this off. You're going to have about 30 more seconds. So if there's someone that you are wanting to get in touch with, hey, make sure that they jump on tonight's presentation. Go ahead and do that now because in about 30 seconds, we're going to get started. All right, all right. Once again, welcome everyone. My name is Keith Chasson, Double Diamond with Neumi. I'll be your host tonight, and I'll be your presenter. Surprise guest speaker tonight. So again, if you're tuning in, no matter where you're tuning in from, if you would in the comment section, just kind of type in where you're tuning in from, and we're going to go ahead and get started in just a minute. My wife and I have been with Numi since April of 2022. We got started when a friend of mine sent us a couple of videos and asked if we'd ever seen this particular technology. I got really excited when I seen it, simply because I had been studying the world of glutathione, and I had quite a bit of knowledge about glutathione, and I was always looking and I guess praying of sorts that someone would figure out a way to develop a glutathione supplement that would get into the cell and bypass the gut. And when I saw the technology that Numi had brought to the marketplace with NutraSwish, I got excited because I knew what kind of difference that was going to make in the wellness of humanity on a global scale. So, welcome to tonight's presentation, everyone. Who is Numi? The trailblazers and innovators dedicated to revolutionizing health and wellness through our cutting edge technology called Hydrostat. It's a molecular encapsulation delivery system. There's a problem in when it comes to nutritional supplementation in the marketplace right now, and it's poor absorption. A lot of things are delivered through pills and powders and capsules. We swallow them. They have to go through the digestive tract, and as a result, they get wore out. They can't make it to the areas where they're supposed to, and therefore we have poor absorption rates. Studies actually show that up to 90% of oral supplements are not fully absorbed by the body. This means only a fraction of the nutrients actually reach the cells where they are really needed. And so the solution to that is hydrostat, the molecular encapsulation technology I mentioned, transforming health with breakthrough science. Our proprietary production process sets us apart in delivering high quality products that embody our commitment to excellence. So the cell size is the biggest key to this whole thing. When you look at this particular graphic, Numi's molecular ingredients are between 10 to 100 millimicrons or nanometers, which is, I'm not talking about nanotechnology, I'm talking about particle size. They're small enough to be fully absorbed by human cells. The molecules in other supplements are too large to actually be absorbed by the cells, so they kind of get excreted from the body without being used effectively. And looking at the graphic, you can see the difference that makes. Our cells only absorb the section of a molecule that they can actually touch. Looking at the graphic on the right-hand side, the average size particle, when it comes in contact with the human cell, only a portion of it actually comes in contact with it, right? And so through nano uh, reducing the size of the particles to, that 10 to 100 nanometers in particle size, that increases the surface area, and so more of the product actually gets into the cell, which is the end goal, right? Neumi wraps their ingredients in water clusters, ultra pure water, so pure it's a lot more pure than hospital grade water. Uh, and they do this for protection and instant absorption. This allows our supplements to make it into the cell by sublingual absorption through the mucosal lines of the cheeks and gums. And here's the technology all encapsulated, or you talk about the cell size, the surface area, and the hydrostat technology. This three-part methodology, so to speak, technology, is what actually sets Numi apart from any other supplementation in the marketplace. Sublingual absorption, just a swish for 30 seconds in your mouth, comes in contact with the sublingual, the mucosal lines of your cheeks and gums into your bloodstream within 30 seconds and into the cell within 70. Ultra fast. That's why it's called hydrostat. Now that we're able to get the product into the cell, let's talk about the power of glutathione, what really attracted me to this company and this technology in the beginning. Glutathione is our master antioxidant. It's a protector and detoxifier of the cell. It is the key to life, health, performance, protection, and longevity of every human cell. Glutathione also has the ability to recycle itself to increase the effectiveness of other antioxidants like vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, superoxide dismutase, catalase, all those. Glutathione is actually one of the most studied molecules in the world in all of history. There's actually over 190 something thousand studies on PubMed alone. Compare that to vitamin C, which is the next antioxidant, has a high study rate of only 78,000 studies. So you can actually see. Now, the question that I would ask, and what really came to my mind, why? Why is it so studied? There has to be a reason, because it's that important to human life and longevity. What are the doctors saying? Dr. Mehmet Oz, we know that guy, right? The most powerful antioxidant you've never heard of. It's one of the keys to fighting off the diseases you fear the most. It's actually called glutathione. Now, write it down, Dr. Oz says, because it's critically important. And Dr. David Katz, who's the director of Yale University's Prevention Research Center, says if you're chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, if your body just doesn't seem to be firing on all cylinders, low glutathione could be part of it, both cause and effect. In your body, as you age, we're born with an ample amount of glutathione in our bodies. Most people are, right? And as we age and get into our early 20s, the amount of glutathione our bodies produce begins to decline. And that's a result of increased oxidative stress through the thing called life. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, all these things are filled with toxins, heavy metals, and chemicals, and what have you. And those begin to wear on the body and cause the cells to produce less and less and less glutathione as we age. You get to be somebody my age in our 60s, you can see the graph. Our body's actually producing less than half of what it was when I was in my 20s. So glutathione levels are also reduced by trauma the cells encounter, injuries, infections, disease. And there's another crazy thing that most people didn't have to deal with 20, 30, 40 years ago. Like when I was a child back in the 70s, we didn't have to deal with Wi-Fi and 5G towers, all the electromagnetic fields that we walk into on a daily basis. All these things deplete the amount of glutathione our body has for protection. Critically important, y'all. Remember, over 190,000 published studies on PubMed should be a clue that it's a highly needed nutrient within the human body. So here are the benefits. Higher glutathione levels are associated with an extensive number of health, performance, and anti-aging benefits. Signs of low glutathione. If you're experiencing things like a weakened immune system or physical and mental fatigue, muscle weakness and aches and inflammation or premature aging and disease or dull and dry skin, gray hair or balding, brain fog, headaches, digestive issues, allergies, weight gain. I mean, it's a plethora of signs of low glutathione. If you're experiencing any of those things, you might want to consider taking a hard look, right? And here's some signs of increasing your intracellular glutathione. You have a boosted immune system, sustained mental and physical energy, optimal athletic performance. How about peak performance as an athlete, right? Balanced inflammation, delayed aging and disease, healthy, radiant skin. decreased graying and balding, balanced digestion, reduced allergic reactions, and better weight management. All great reasons to make sure that you're getting your intracellular glutathione up, right? Now let's take a look at our hydrostat product breakdown. We have a bunch of different products, right, that we've been able to use the hydrostat technology on. Here's just a quick FDA disclaimer. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any type of disease. But here's a problem in the marketplace. Glutathione decreases with age and environment, leaving no practical way to get it into the cells. We've the taking glutathione supplements in the form of pills, powders, and capsules is a complete waste of money. Your digestive system destroys it. There's an enzyme in your gut called GGT that just destroys any glutathione that you take orally. It's just again, it's a waste of money. And so the solution to that is NutraSwish. I mentioned earlier, it uses our proprietary hydrostat technology. We've nanosized in the nanometer range glutathione, L-cysteine, curcumin, and other proprietary or key nutrients to become bioavailable within seconds. You just orally swish like this, just like a mouthwash, for at least 30 seconds or longer. We like to do 3 to 5 minutes, and then you swallow. It's that quick because within 70 seconds, that 30-second swish has now permeated and penetrated every cell of your body. Here are the benefits: a boosted immune system, better joint support, clean and sustained energy, rapid recovery when it comes to injury or illnesses and what have you. Absolutely amazing. Another problem is skincare rarely gets past the first layers of skin, resulting in a need for multiple products, 3, 4, 5, 6 step skincare routines, right? I can remember early on in the years with me and my wife, one in the morning and in the night before bed, cleanse, tone, moisturize, cleanse, tone, moisturize, all these crazy things, right? Skincare is so complex, ineffective, and expensive, often containing many harmful ingredients. That's the key. Remember, things that reduce your glutathione production, the chemical and toxin overload from the air, the water, the food, the things that we put on our skin. It's also in the skincare, y'all. And so Neumi Skin is a solution. Using again our hydrostat technology, Neumi has nano-sized glutathione, hyaluronic acid, curcumin, collagen, and many more key nutrients so that you can nourish your skin at its deepest level. Here's what Neumi Skin does for you. Helps reduce pore size, smooths your skin texture, lifts and firms, brightens and evens your skin tone, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, fights skin aging pollutants. You'll see the evidence to all of this in just a couple of minutes. Here's another problem. Problems are everywhere, right? No worry about the problem as long as you got a solution. So the problem is to find a clean solution for energy and focus. The store shelves and the marketplace is rife with energy shots and energy drinks because everybody's looking for more energy throughout the day, right? People often try to resolve low energy and lack of focus with harmful stimulants. All kinds of health crises can occur from all those things. Well, here's a solution. Neumi Neuro. It's only available in selected markets for now, but we are slowly rolling this out on a global scale. Neuro uses our hydrostat nano delivery system to maximize absorption and effectiveness of the following ingredients: arginine, magnesium gluconate, L-theanine, caffeine, and other key nutrients. Here's the benefits of Neuro: enhanced memory, improved mood, increased focus, rapid energy, and heightened cognitive performance. Who doesn't want to have a higher heightened cognitive performance to be able to think better and just feel better, right? Here's another huge problem in the marketplace. Today's environmental disruptors are having increased negative effects on the health and hormones of women. It's, you know, the the ability to correct or assist or support the body in correcting those types of shortfalls, right? When it comes to hormones, benefits everyone, not just women, but also benefits the men in the women's lives, right? And so, again, the solution to that is hers, Neumi Hers, available in selected markets. Once again, every woman knows about the inconvenience that cycles and hormone changes can bring into life. Experience rapid results through our hydrostat technology. Every ingredient in our botanical formula was carefully selected to create a well-rounded blend of benefits. With hers, every woman can flourish, helps alleviate bloating, cramps, and PMS, supports healthy hormone function, helps with hot flashes and night sweats, enhances mood and overall well-being. And one final problem we're going to talk about tonight is healthy hair and scalp. It can sometimes be elusive due to issues like dryness or dandruff and thinning, often caused by environmental factors or hormonal changes or improper care. I'm going to show you in a minute some results my wife experienced. Ever since the birth of our first son, when her hormones changed, hair started falling out and she could never regain it back. It's just been a battle ever since. And that was 39 years ago, y'all. Here's the solution, Neumi Hair. It's a revolutionary new formula for full and lush leave-in hair therapy. Neumi's hair hydrostat technology delivers its powerful ingredients, maximizing absorption. This innovation ensures that every application penetrates profoundly, revitalizing the scalp and promoting healthier, more vibrant hair. Here's what Neumi Hair does. Hair strengthening, scalp health, moisture and smoothness, heat protection. That's a powerful thing for a lot of women to have their hair protected from the heat from all the tools that they use. Increase hair density. I can remember the first time my wife said she wanted an iron to iron her hair. I thought she was going to put it on the ironing board and do this. No, it's a little tool that they clamp with, right? So here's some amazing feedback. This is really the best part of the whole presentation. What I love the most is seeing results. We can talk about theory all we want, right? But when it comes to the results, this is where the rubber meets the road. Lachlan out of Melbourne, Australia, 24-year-old powerlifting athlete, personal trainer, and gym manager. In week 3 of starting on the NutraSwish, he says his training recovery has been amazing, coming into each session fresh, no soreness from previous weekly sessions. Already hitting his personal best months out from his next competition. In week 4, using a NutraSwish around his training as well as post-training session, even more personal bests on lifts, including hitting 270 kilograms for 2 reps deadlift for the first time ever in his lifting career. We have Danae. This is my daughter from here in Louisiana. She's now 30, she's going to be 36 years old this year, mother of 3. You can see on the left versus the right. This began with NutraSwish, and then when the hers came out, she'll tell you, as soon as I started using NutraSwish on day 1, I immediately found I had way more energy. Also, prior to using hers product every month, she would have the mood swings, the bloating, the breast tenderness, all the things associated with PMS. However, since she's been using the hers, she's found that she doesn't have any PMS symptoms at all. And this is Greg out of Christchurch, New Zealand. He's 58 years old, y'all, self-employed in pool construction. He says, I've been into competitive mountain bike racing for almost his entire adult life. In his 20s, after doing half-day events, he would have nothing left in the tank. We all kind of relate with that, right? But now at 58 and with NutraSwish, he says he's able to go out and do multiple days of riding with energy to spare. Plus, he says, I find I have good mental clarity, hardly any muscle soreness, and way faster recovery. Absolutely amazing. It's my friend Jeannie from Hawaii. She's 55 years old, natural health and skincare specialist. She says, wow, neuro is a noticeable cognitive, focus, clarity, memory, and energy boosting, get a ton of stuff done swish. Whew, that shall never go a day without. Absolutely amazing. Says anyone that knows me knows I have a severe attention span and memory deficit. So this is over and above the incredible benefits from NutraSwish, which also helped her with those things. And this is me from Louisiana. I'll be 63 this year, next month in May 5th, in case you're writing that down. Self-employed networker, pretty much retired. After suffering for almost a year with severe discomfort in my neck and shoulder from an injury I sustained lifting a mattress of all things, a mattress in a box. 48 hours at the beginning NutraSwish, I'd woken up for the first time ever after almost a year, realizing I'd slept all night long. I sat on the edge of my bed and wept because I was able to finally get a full night's sleep. I was eventually complete without any discomfort and able to return to my full body weight exercise routines. Today, I feel stronger than I've been in my entire life, even in my high school years. So here's some Neumi skin transformation. Elaine out of South Australia, you can look at her before and after in the picture. You can see the difference. You know, a lot of people ask her, "Hey, did you lose some weight?" Elaine swears she didn't lose any weight and during this 30-day period, but however, you can see the impact reducing the puffiness in her face and around her neck. Notice the reduced appearance of all the redness, the fine lines, and pore size. Man, her results really are true out of this world. And here's Linda out of Indonesia. You can see her before and after. That's after 17 days, y'all, of using the NutraSwish. And she says she was swishing with, I'm sorry, using the Numi skin, and she was using the NutraSwish at the same time. Yeah, this stuff, the Numi skin. All right. Now we got this is she's in her 80s in Africa. She was using the Numi skin 3 to 4 times each day for 4 weeks. You can see her results. You know, we talked about toning of the skin, right? You can see the difference after 4 weeks. Absolutely amazing. And then this is Donna. She's from Texas. You can see around her lips and her neck area what an amazing impact this has made on that for her. And that's after only 8 weeks. And here's Sherry Warner from Indiana, 2018 to 2024. This is 6 years of daily Numi Skin and NutraSwish. I mean, when you can significantly see aging backwards in that type of a photograph, absolutely remarkable. And here's the Numi hair transformation. This is Rick out of Utah. You know, you can see his before and after. It's actually helping support his ability to grow fuller and thicker on top. That's just after 1 month, right? And this is my bride. You can see the difference, Jamie from here in Louisiana. After using Numi hair for 5 months, I'm finally able to wear my hair shoulder length and even put it up in a ponytail. That was so fun to see. As a result of her self-esteem and confidence are through the roof. That's after 5 months of using the product. Absolutely remarkable. And here's Sherry again. You can see her before and after. Much healthier looking, longer, thicker. Absolutely remarkable. New Me, New You. We have an official Facebook page. This is a testimonial page. Whoever invited you here tonight, if you're not part of that Facebook group, I would encourage you to reach out to them and get connected because there's what you've seen tonight is just the top of the ice, the tip of the iceberg. So many more transformations in health and in appearances. Numi's vision. This is our founder, Stephen K. Scott. He spent his whole life searching for breakthrough products, purchasing the rights to those products, and then marketing them on TV. Over the years, he's generated over $4 billion in revenue. He used to be called the king of the infomercial. One of his biggest ones is still running today. It's called the Total Gym, and where you see Chuck Norris and Chrissy Brinkley as his spokespeople. It's been running for over 30 years. Well, he was actually ready to retire until he found what he called the biggest breakthrough of his entire life, which is why he launched Neumi to share this technology with the world. Aaron Rennert is our president and CEO. His aim is to ensure that Neumi is the most field-driven and responsive company within the industry. Our Science and Medical Advisory Board. This is another reason why I locked in with Neumi, because it's one thing to have a couple of paid, I don't want to say actors, but paid professionals to support and represent a particular product that's of this particular caliber. But when you have a Science and Medical Advisory Board that's comprised of over 20 something highly credentialed medical professionals, and they all serve for free on that board, this technology has to be something that's remarkable. And you could actually go to Neumi.com and read all their full biographies. Trust me, you want to. Very, very enlightening. Execution. So why a Neumi-based business model? Led by a field-based approach, we empower our team and partners to drive meaningful impact grounded in unwavering principles of integrity, transparency, and customer focus. Together, we are shaping a healthier future, one innovation at a time. You know, the home-based business stats since 2021 are up. 186 billion in sales, 128 million people involved and growing fast. Numi is actually open in over 74 countries globally, over 200,000 members worldwide, unparalleled compensation plan, revolutionary business tools, field-driven philosophy, and free membership with perks. The opportunity leverages the power of hydrostat. You get a really cool return on investment, ROI. There's residual income involved, and you're building a legacy asset. Quick income disclosure statement, and I want to encourage everyone, I'll refer you to the Neumi's compensation plan for all the complete details. Earnings here are based on individual effort, commitment, sales skills, and market conditions, with results varying among Neumi members. Neumi does not guarantee any specific income or success. That's really dependent upon each individual's commitment. Quick overview of the compensation plan. We have both weekly and monthly commissions. In the weekly, earnings are fast and immediate rewards. The direct sponsor of a new customer or a member earns 25% on any and all initial orders. And for customers, it's for life. For Neumi members, that converts over to the 7-level compensation plan once the first 30 days is up. Okay. And then the compensation plan on the monthly, we begin with the power of three bonus. It's a three-level bonus structure where the first level, you bring on 3 members and you earn $50 in power of 3 bonus. And then when those 3 each help 3, you earn an additional $200 for a total $250 power of 3 bonus. And then when those 9 each help 3, then you earn an additional $1,250 for a total $1,500 power of 3 bonus. Absolutely remarkable. That's just 39 people on your team, right? And then in addition to that, there's a global volume sharing, a global leadership pool that starts at a 2-star rank. And I'll share that with you in a minute. There's actually 6 levels of leadership bonus where each pool, 1% of the total global monthly volume is put into a pool. And as you achieve 2-star, 3-star, diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, and crown, you get to share in each one of those bonus pools. Not the only one that you qualified for unless it's just 2-star, but once you reach the rank of diamond, you get a share in every single one of those pools. Absolutely remarkable. Then there's a 7-level unilevel. Just for becoming a member, you get to share in the first 3 levels. As a senior member with $1,500 in team volume, you open up level 4. As a 1-star with $5,000 in total team volume, you open up level 5. As a 2-star with $10,000 in total team volume, you open up level 6. Then as a 3-star with a total of 20,000 in total team volume, you open up level 7 for diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, and crown. And of course, a crown on level 7, they add an additional percentage. There's even some new ranks they recently added: double crown, triple crown, and president. Make sure you get back with the person that invited you tonight to get all the details on these new ranks specifically. There's actually a level 8, what they call an infinity bonus. Once you hit the rank of diamond, which you get to share in that infinity bonus at diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, crown, double crown, triple crown, and president. So support next steps. Resources, we have training videos, business planning tools, access to different marketing assets. We actually have a Neumi app that Neumi provides for free at no additional cost to its members. There's company Facebook groups that you can become a part of, and we encourage it. And there's weekly calls like this one you're on tonight. And then every Wednesday is members night. And the third Thursday of every month, the founder, Stephen Scott, actually goes live to explain the technology. Absolutely remarkable. So where are you at? You have 3 key options tonight. Number 1, either you're ready to get started. Number 2, you like what you're seeing, but you want to try the product first. And number 3, well, you just kind of need some more information. Doesn't matter where you're at. Get back with the person who invited you tonight. Get your questions answered, but most importantly, get this product, this NutraSwitch, get it into your body, because like me, your life, it's about to change. Y'all have a great night, everyone.